Coming up next on the Jeff Crilley Show, you're going to meet the great Linda Ayoade. She is on a mission to help companies change their name into a brand. Her journey just ahead.
Many are predicting that the worst is yet to come, which is unfortunate, said one person here. Until now, they've enjoyed the reputation of being the nation's icebox.
Watched a burglar in his home this morning by webcam.
As a journalist of over 25 years, stories are what make my world turn.
Reporting live from the Dallas newsroom tonight, Jeff Crilley, Fox 4 News.
But in 2008, I took the jump from my familiar life and started a PR firm from my home.
We're talking about anyone with a camcorder like the one I'm using becomes a television network.
We started slowly growing the company, and we now have over 100 clients, and we've branched into the world of live digital broadcasting. I now own 8 different TV studios and have a huge team, and the stories that I now get to share are sometimes the most important of my life. Life has a funny way of coming around full circle. This is the Jeff Crilley Show.
All right, this show is all about creating a brand. There are so many companies out there. There's companies on every street corner, and many people can't name their name. But we think about, things like Nike, and you think about the swoosh. We think about McDonald's. You know what that stands for. My next guest, Linda Ayoade, is on a mission to help companies create a brand. Thanks for coming back on the show. You were on my show like 2 years ago. Yes, and you never age. You look eternally youthful. Let's start at the beginnings. In high school, were you, in theater, or were you kind of out there, or leading groups, or what were you doing? Poetry?
Pageants. And
cool.
So, yes.
Wow. Yeah. So you've always kind of been on stage.
Yep. In a way, yeah.
Well, I want to talk about, you have a couple of companies, and we're going to start with the first one. It's the LOI Agency. And as we scroll down this page, tell us about this company.
So what we do is that we help people look like where they're going so that they can get there faster. We believe that branding and brand strategy is one of the fastest ways to become a household name.
Yes.
So we give them the same big Fortune 500 company strategies for their businesses to help them scale in the same way.
And you were telling me a success story right before we went on. Would you share that with us?
Yes. So Devin was actually here on the show, and we have done business together, and she actually told me about a women's group that she wanted to start at last year. So it had been an idea before then, but it kind of became something she wanted to kind of go into. And literally from I would say January all the way to June when she had, I think June or July when she had her first event, everything that we talked about, from the avatar of who would be in the room to the room filling up, how it would be. I mean, it was executed down to the finest detail. And it's just a testament of that this formula works.
And you have a full service agency, so somebody could come up with an idea on a table napkin and you can help
that is correct.
Get to market. Mm-hmm. Now you also have a second company. It's called Posh Savant.
Yes.
Tell us about this company.
So the Posh Savant is for entrepreneurs who are just starting. A lot of people love to work with our agency, but they can't afford it, which is understandable. When you're starting, there's not much money. But what we are doing with Posh Savant is providing a good jump start by allowing them to start the ideation process with us, but also have opportunities to grow. So they're getting the look, they're getting the logo, they're getting all the foundational things, but it allows for them to be able to afford monthly services that will help them upkeep, and then they can graduate and get more as they grow. Yeah.
All right, I want to go to your projects page off of your LOI Agency. And as we scroll down this, you don't have to mention everybody, but it shows the kinds of clients that you like to work with. I mean, do you have a perfect avatar for your business?
Honestly, anyone who wants to become a household name. We have kind of learned industries as they've come to us. We believe that brand strategy is for everyone. There's no field that has come and we've turned away. As long as they want to become a household name, we can make it happen.
And that's amazing. You also have a very successful conference that you do every year. It's called the WOW Conference, and that stands for something. So WOW is?
WOW stands for Walk on Water. And basically, it's giving people an alternative to that hustle, I sleep when I die life sort of, path, and taking not just what we do within business on hey, we're going to make you look good as a brand. We also want you to thrive in your life and your business.
Yes.
So, yes.
And this is a upscale event. We've got some video from a previous conference, and we're going to roll that. And I want you to just narrate that for us. I mean, I can see. I mean, this is a major production.
Thank you. And I mean, that's what we do. We love production, and we really want to give people a feel of just having fun. I tell people all the time, the experience there is like if a motivational seminar, a business conference, and a concert had a baby with a game show as well. That is what it is, experience-wise, but they walk away transformed,
And talk about the value beyond just hearing some amazing speakers and getting some information to grow their business, the networking piece.
Yes. I mean, the connections that have been made are like lifelong business connections. And it's funny, when you don't go into a business event thinking, let me make connections, you actually make relationships, which are better business connections.
Yes.
People love to work with people that they like and love and trust. So
Why did you start the conference?
Well, that's a great question. Part of the reason why is because we saw in our business, we could help people scale and get money, but not necessarily scale in their lifestyles. We saw divorces happening after success. We saw, people not able to spend time with their kids because their business was doing so well,
Yes.
And we just said, we can't be a part of the problem. We need to be a part of the solution, help people have a balance of both, which my husband and I, who do the business together, that's what we have in our home. So we're like, if we can't give people that, what good is it?
And you get top tier speakers. So, describe that experience. When they come in, they're feeling the energy, they're really getting nourishment.
Yes. And I will say this, a lot of speakers that we work with a mixture, those that are seasoned and those that are just starting. But how we qualify them is by their stories and their ability to give wisdom to our audience, because there are a lot of people who are doing the business seminars and those that are doing the, motivational seminars, but the wisdom piece, that helps people balance that life and business. We want to provide that, and we give that stage to.
And I think that's so important. I've been to so many conferences, and I look at the agenda, and I'm like, that's not for me, that's not for me, that's not for me. You really go above and beyond to make sure that you're giving meaningful content. So I know the date for this year's conference has not been announced.
No, but we're doing something different.
Okay.
Yes. So if you're an entrepreneur out there, or you have like a certain business and you're looking, or community, and you're looking to bring something that's transformative to your community, it could be it doesn't matter what it is. We are actually changing the WOW conference to come to you. So we are looking to bring that experience to you, to your organization, to your community. And that's something, even outside of the ones that we host, we are trying to bring that experience to other people.
And what's it like when I know anybody who organizes an event is nervous the whole time.
Yes.
After it's over and you're getting, the hugs and the tears, what's that feel like?
It's very touching, because what started it, we had almost nothing. And they were just faith calls. So, please, would you like to be a speaker at our event? We have no budget for you. We know you're good at speaking. Would you like to come? We'll give you a great video at the end. We know production. That's how it started. I mean, we had nothing. But seeing that grow and seeing the caliber of people that now are taking this as their own, it's very touching.
Yeah. As you look into your crystal ball in the future, what are your hopes for your companies and the WOW conference?
My hope is to really be an agent of change, especially in the business space and life space, to really help people thrive holistically, not just, hey, make a lot of money, which is very popular now, and not just, hey, feel good about yourself and become borderline a narcissist because everybody's getting the same narrative, but rather grow and truly become a holistic, thriving person in both life and business. We want to help them.
Let's give some news you can use. What are some tips that you give business owners when you're helping them with their brand strategy?
Yes. I tell people to treat it like you want it to succeed. If your business is something that you really believe can get to where you want it to go,
Yes.
treat it that way from day one. Look like where you're going. Don't treat it like, oh, I'm a small business now. Start to treat it like it's that big business. Start to imagine more for it. So that's the biggest start. We can help people that treat the business like where it's going, not where it's at. So I tell people, start to think it's going to succeed, and it will.
I love it. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot.
Yes.
So tomorrow I open a donut shop.
Yeah.
I've got no website. I've got no social media. I've got a donut shop.
Yes.
Where do we begin?
Number one, strategy. I prioritize strategy calls. Like I don't even tell people make any steps within your branding or any business decisions until you get strategy. Without that wisdom, it's as if you're just experimenting with your solutions. So I was like, economy is already bad enough. I was like, why would you experiment with your solution? Why not get something that's more surefire?
And your web presence or digital presence is all important these days.
Yes.
We discovered that during COVID. I've been to so many websites and they have a bunch of flowery language and I don't know what they do.
Yeah. I tell people less is more. If they can't figure out what you do within the first, I would say 3 to 5 seconds of scrolling on your website, then they're probably going to turn off. So if you have a video, if you have something, which of course you do,
Thank you,
which is and do so well. I mean, people would rather listen to you talk about your business than read about what you do.
Yes.
It's just crazy how much people spend to have a lot of words that no one will read.
Okay, so we're up against the clock. So you got about a minute and a half, 2 minutes. Look into the camera on the left and talk to that person who probably needs to hire you.
One thing I will say is there are not very many businesses out there that care about you actually thriving in your business and also your life. And that's something that we do. If you have been bumping into, working with one agency after another or, kind of investing and trying to DIY it and it's not really getting there and you need, help from people who care, definitely reach out to us. We'll be happy to help you on that journey.
Outstanding. Yeah. We're going to end with both of our websites. We're going to start with the LOI Agency.com. We're going to put that on the screen. There we go. And then the Posh Savant.com. Mm-hmm. Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing your heart and your wisdom, and thanks for coming back on the show.
Thank you for having me.
You bet. That's it for now. We'll see you next time.